Welcome everyone to the start of bear season 2024. Today is May 22nd, so season officially starts on May 27th, but we're headed down this weekend for Memorial Day. Gonna hang out with some family and also start to scope out the bait sites, make sure I know where I want to put bait down, start to look. Can't officially put bait on the ground until Monday, which is the 27th. But that means for now we are going to start prepping for bear bait season. So we got donuts, we got cookies, lots of oatmeal cookies. Back of the truck we have 100 pounds of dog food and peanut oil. Also have some Boar Masters coming in the mail. But, you know, we think this is going to be enough. It's kind of hard when you just kind of are starting out and you kind of have to see, you know, is it going to be enough? What kind of bear, what kind of activity are we going to get on these sites, and kind of go from there. So this will be kind of the first initial push. We're going to have 2 bait sites this year and cameras on both, see what kind of activity we get, and then we'll go from there. And every weekend after that we'll restock and we'll hunt. We keep doing that, but plan is to hunt Memorial Day and that Monday, then come back home, regroup, and go back down that following weekend, which is the first weekend of June, and hunt some more. So lots to come. This is going to be an exciting film. It's the first of many, and excited to bring you along. Well, we've made it to the canyon for potential bait site number 1. Today is Sunday, May 26th, the day before hunt opens, so we're just going to do some hiking up, see what we can see if there's a spot I can get to that looks like I might be able to have a shooting advantage or something like that. But we're going to be heading up this canyon here behind us and seeing what we see. Hunted this canyon a lot, just never walked up the bottom of it to see if there's a spot that you could hunt a bear in and put some bait down. So keep you posted, but we'll see what it brings. Well, dang, I'm not too mad about this. This is proposed bait site number 1. Turned out to be exactly where we put it. Coordinates are almost dead on for just eyeballing it on a map. So it's turned out pretty nice up this canyon. I'll turn this around here. Get an idea of the site so far. Little lean-to teepee style bait station. They have this trail goes up this canyon. A couple more trails come down. Got a really nice shooting lane all the way back into there. Have a little blind set back into there. You'll also have scent, and all the bears that come off these cliff sides as well come down into here. So not too shabby. Nice clean shooting lane. Got cameras all set, but yeah, this is looking real nice. You got camera and bait posted there. Yeah, not too shabby. I'll take this any day of the week. We just had lunch, had the good Mountain House meals, buffalo noodles. Go check it out, go get yourself some. Then we're going to head down into bait site number 2, and it'll be placed down deep in this canyon here. So we'll be going off into this canyon. Done a lot of deer hunting in this canyon, but know there's some bears that hang out in here, so we'll drop down. There's kind of a shelf down in here. We'll get another bait station placed on it and hopefully pull some bears out of this canyon too. So I'll update you again once we get down to this next bait. All right, update, 2 o'clock. Bait site number 2 is finished. Hiked into this canyon. You can kind of see up above here, it's where our shooting spot's going to be, up on these cliffs up here. And then we kind of have a big shelf here that comes out. Kind of see this big shelf. Shooting spot will be up there. This big old canyon here. This big canyon here. We got bait spot number 2. Got this little horseshoe set up. It's probably a little windy. already hearing, well, we think we hear bears in this canyon, so hopefully that's a good sign. That big, deep, nasty canyon in here. So hopefully we can draw some bears up onto this shelf and get a good little shot, but pretty cool. Finally opening morning. You can actually put bait on the ground, so that's all the plan is today, is to just put bait on the ground, get it set up, get cameras turned on, and go home, and we'll actually start hunting next weekend. But still have to do all the precautions. You never know what you could come across, so we're locked and loaded and ready to shoot a bear if we do see something. So beautiful morning, but we're all loaded down, bike's loaded down with food, and we'll start packing it in, going up this canyon. No better feeling than opening morning, that's for sure. All right, we're at bait site number 1. We're gonna start. Actually, there's a lot of research on what to do at bait sites, and I don't know, I don't think there's a wrong answer. I think anything you do, there's a list of things that bears won't eat is a lot smaller, but we'll put a big 50-pound bag of dog food down as a base layer, and then we'll have some sweets and stuff on top, and then we'll oil it up, put our Boardmasters on top of that. So kind of the big thing here is to just get a big spread here, because this is going to be that filler that they're going to really eat, is the dog food. So just kind of that was probably super loud on the mic, but sorry about that. Sometimes you could do a little crater in there. It keeps these sweets attached a little better. And sweets, like I said earlier, we have donuts, cookies, knockoff Oreo cookies, oatmeal cookies, and popcorn, some French bread too. So just kind of, looks like my bag's tearing on me. Ooh, see, that looks beautiful right there. And from there we got peanut oil mixed with Boardmaster's food additive, so some potent sweet stuff in here. Here you don't really want to get too much onto that, but really if you can get out in front of this bait on these rocks, all up in here, it just makes it so when they crawl in there, they get on their paws and they're making scent trails on their way out. So I'll try to be real careful with this stuff. It carries this pretty deadly smell. I guess I don't know how much was half, probably a little more. There we go. We'll save some of that for that second sight. Ooh, yeah, you can already start to smell that. And from here we got some of our Boardmasters. So we got Boardmasters raspberry donut spray. We'll spray up all these trees around, a little bit around the bait site, but really get these trees and get it kind of higher up, 15 feet high up on with the spray. Next we'll start putting on our feed additive. Stuff's like 100 times sweeter than sugar. It's pretty concentrated, so open this up. The thing with this is a little bit goes a long ways. I think they say a couple ounces per 50-pound bag of bait, so just try not to get into oil. kind of sprinkle this around. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Whew. That's some sweet stuff. Use about a quarter of that bag. We'll save some for next weekend too. Next up, our Sweet Surrender Predators paste. This stuff you kind of wrap on some trees and bark and rocks, and they'll lick the stuff out of this until it's all gone. So kind of goes on easier with a glove. Get your hand in there. You can see this is kind of like a jelly jam. Let's see if I can get on some of these rocks and stuff. Ooh, that's some cold stuff. Try to get my oil mess. Should have done that last probably. I was just going to try to get some of these trees and stuff. I'll probably eat this quakey all the way gone. I'm going to try to get this big pine tree too. I don't know if I still want to put it with my camera because I don't want them beating my cameras. This pine tree here be a good one. Kind of get in there. You can smell, yeah, it smells like, this whole area smells like raspberry jam now. Just kind of coat this whole pine tree. Oh yeah, that's looking good, this pine tree. We'll just keep doing it. Got some more to go here. Thank goodness this isn't a sticker bush here. That would have been painful. Shout out to Boardmasters for this stuff. I can already tell it's going to be some potent stuff. Yeah. It's fine. Probably got more to go. I was going to use a quarter of this. I'll get into this bush too. Yeah. We're hearing some stuff up here. Sorry about that. We got strangest sounds happening up here. It almost sounds like a chainsaw or a motorcycle starting up this canyon, but there's no way there's a motorcycle up there, so something's alive up in this canyon, probably a bear. But lastly, Boarmaster spray raspberry donut. Key here is just spray up and around, get this higher up, let the scent travel up into that canyon and some of this canyon too. So I'll spray a little around this bait site. We'll go this way, get that tree. Cool part about this stuff is it reactivates with rain. So if there is a chance we get a storm, shouldn't be in the forecast, but it'll reactivate all that scent with rain. Just keep getting some scent trails all through this place. It'll only be a matter of time before they find this. What? That's fine. We gotta get moving. We're either gonna shoot a bear right now, or I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure if that's a warning sign or... Alright, we'll probably be done with this bait site and we'll check in at bait site number 2. Made it to bait site 2. Had some excitement at bait site 1. I don't know what that was. I think there's a bear already there within 150 yards, kind of that low gurgly growl sound. Something was growling at us, something that was saying, get out of here and let me eat my donuts. So sat there for a minute, nothing came in, but all the way here to bait site 2, we'll drop bait, same thing, same process. Dog food, sweets, oil, spray, let it roll off. There's kind of a big cliff here. We'll let it roll, all the scent roll off and kind of carry down this canyon. But yesterday we were hearing all sorts of kind of crashing up in here, so we think there's already something up in this kind of area, and we have kind of known to be bears up in here. So we'll throw this down and get out of here. All right, back at camp, weekend number 2. A little more nervous this weekend. You got that gut feeling where you're going to be walking into a bait site where there could be a bear on it. So buzzed down on Friday. This is our camp, abandoned mine site, super creepy, not the best vibes, but we're gonna get loaded up, head down to the bait site, and we'll catch up with you there. All right, bait site 1. This is when the nerves start to kick in. You gotta sneak up here in this canyon, just heading up this way right here. Eyes peeled. I mean, there could be a bear on it right now. We could be done in 30 minutes from now. So we got John Wayne over here. Can never have too much firepower, I suppose. So fingers crossed. Hopefully this hunt ends here this afternoon. Keep you posted. All right, we made it to bait site number 2. Bait site number 1, pretty sketchy. A little scary. A little scary. Got both cameras. Found there's 6 bears hitting bait site number 1. Probably 1 shooter. Kind of hard to tell if it's a boar or a sow. We're up here at bait site 2. Pull the camera. Probably two or three bears hitting this site, and 1 really nice boar. decided to sit up here, get posted up, and overlook this bait site. Kind of show you out. Kind of see down there. Set up here, we got cameras. This big canyon goes back. So fingers crossed. Hopefully he comes out down here. It's that big chocolate boar and I can get a shot on him. So stay tuned. Let's shoot a bear tonight. Okay, bear number 1 just came in. Talk about an adrenaline rush, dude. I don't know, I've hunted my whole life. Gotten buck fever. But this is different. This is a different feeling. It's on edge, on your toes. This bear came in this canyon, headed towards the bait. He's a smaller bear. I don't want to shoot. I think it's a smaller sow. I don't really feel like shooting that one. I know there's bigger bears in here. But she walked in, kind of checked out the bait, and then turned around and lost sight and is somewhere below us. So it's genuine fear at this point. She's gonna keep checking every angle. Oh, that's a squirrel. I just about shot a squirrel right there. But bait's working. We just need that big one to come in and let's end this thing. Alright, it's 4:15. That bear came back in. He's down the bait right now. Super skittish. He knows he's not the biggest bear in here. I think I'm gonna pass on him. He's not bad. He's not a bad bear, but he's not the biggest. With it being the first hour, I think we're gonna pass on him, but we'll see if you can see him. Kind of hard to see him with this camera, but we got some other footage of this little bear. Pretty exciting to be able to come in here in first hour, be able to shoot this bear, but I think we'll hold off. If the pattern holds true, the bigger cinnamon, he's been coming in at about 4:30 to 7, so this could get exciting here in the next 2 hours. But we'll keep filming, we'll keep getting bears on camera. Well, good morning. Last night was eventful. Looking back at footage, I think we had 2 different bears come in. I thought it was the same bear, but 2 different bears came in that I let go. I think there's bigger bears in here. Well, I know there's bigger bears in here. So specifically on that side, I know there's one bigger cinnamon boar. So up there, I'm gonna hold out for him. Had I not known what was in there, I probably would have shot that second bear last night because he was borderline. So, but this morning we're back at bait site number 1. We put food down last night, brought another 40 pounds of food, and it's all gone, every bit of it. So I counted 6 different bears hit this last night. Probably should have sat here, but we're posted up. Bait's down there. So I don't know. I don't have enough food. I wish I had more food. I wish I had more donuts and more stuff because I wasn't expecting this many bears. I mean, I'll put some trail cam photos in and you'll see how many bears are actually in here, but I think there's 3 shooters for sure, and the other rest are kind of those borderline bears, so we'll sit this morning, we'll see if anything comes in, and if we get a big bear come in, I'll shoot it, but I think everything's mostly been evening activity, nothing really in the morning, so not expecting much the rest of the morning. Well, back at camp, morning hunt, nothing much happened. Bears definitely got in there into that bait site. I think we pulled the camera and it looks like 6 different bears hit it last night. Ate all the food we had in there. So we're headed back into not that bait site, but the other one, the one we sat last night. This afternoon, we got more food into it. And that's where there's kind of that big brown cinnamon looking boar in there, and that's kind of my #1 bear. So I'm hoping he's been coming in between about 4 o'clock and 9. So we're hoping that, you know, we can kind of catch him into there. But we're back at camp cooking some breakfast. Give you a little camp tour. These are our fantastic mine buildings that we camp next to. So this is an abandoned coal mine. My dad actually worked at this coal mine, but these are all abandoned mine buildings that they've been abandoned for quite some time now. Haven't really been upkept. There's actually some cool graffiti in some of them. Gotta watch for some glass over here. You can see in there some cool graffiti and stuff. We're just kind of camping the old mine parking lot. It's a pretty cool little area. Been hunting here my whole life. Never bear hunted. Never really thought there was this many bears. I wasn't expecting there to be over 10 bears and stuff like that, but you never know. We got trailer all set up, camp tour, hash going. Looks good. Trucks, like I said, more buildings, graffiti and stuff. Pretty cool. There's some old kind of warehouses kind of down over there. But kind of eerie. Nighttime you realize you're not alone. There's spirits in this place, you kind of feel it, but it's a good little camp. Works out for us. So we're gonna eat some breakfast, head back up. I think I'll probably be sitting noon to dark, and with bears, these bears have been coming in just about every 2 hours after you put food down. There's bears in there, so I think we have to be sitting there by noon, 1 o'clock for sure. So no point in sitting here at camp. Might as well go sit on the hillside. So we'll keep you updated once we hike back into that site, but we're gonna eat some breakfast and go from there. Well, we're back in here at bait site #2 this evening. Same one we sat last evening. It's 12:45. It's gonna be our Saturday night sit. I'm feeling pretty good about it. We got fresh bait down there, some taco time, courtesy of the Taco Time in Price, Utah. We got some fresh food down there, fresh lure. And we know there's bears in the canyon, so we'll see what it holds. It's hot. Peace sight's about right there. Bears been coming in right through here. It's a big old canyon. We got 9 hours of sitting ahead of us though, so it's gonna be a long night. Let's hope not. Let's hope a bear comes in. Shoot. It could be a long night. All right, back at camp after night hunt #2. Man, I'm just letting bears go left and right. I'm not holding out for a giant. I feel like my ethical responsibility is to shoot the biggest bear that I can find. We saw 3 different bears last night, or tonight. One we've had on camera. I know he's not very big, pretty, kind of blonde. We did get some video of him. I'll put it in here, but the other 2 are kind of more chocolate. Not either bear we've seen before. The second of which, the last one we saw, I think he was at about 300 yards. I think I probably should have shot. I don't know. Well, it's only night #2. We got over a dozen bears. that are either on camera or we've seen in person, so I'm not in a rush here, but I'm just looking for a mature bear that has a pretty coat. I think I've earned the right to be a little picky with how many bears there are here, so that's what we'll do. We'll be a little picky. But back at camp, we got cheddar dogs for dinner. Cheddar dogs for dinner, and looks like we got some hunts on the TV in there. A little break from bear hunt action to go pick up my dad's buck from last year, all done up Monarch Mountain. Man, they did a good job on this. Officially scored does make Pope and Young, so we'll get them all submitted there. Mount turned out fantastic. Mass for days, man. All right, we're back. Weekend number 5. Today's June 20th. Took some time off for Father's Day from this hunt, but we're back in here. Today's Thursday. Reloaded bait. Actually put down some bear and heat spray. Now these bears are coming into mating season, so hopefully that might start bringing some more boars in, less sows. And yeah, we're here at bait site number 1. You can see down there. Bait's all set up, ready to go, sprayed down. We'll sit here tonight and see what comes in, and hopefully not burn to death and get eaten alive by bugs. Hopefully the next time you see us, I will have pulled the trigger. Stay tuned though. Like that. Big bear down. Big bear down. Big bear down. Oh my gosh, this weekend has been so discouraging. So discouraging from BS of non-ethical hunters ruining some of my bait sites, dealing with that shit. Trying to say that the positives guys gotta win, the ethical hunters gotta win at some point. put in work and work and work. Passed on small bears, had a target bear in mind. I'm fairly certain he's down. If it's not him, it's another great big bear. Oh my gosh. It's 6 o'clock. We heard kind of some cracking up in here. Bear pops out, 3:30. Oh man, should I shoot, should I not? He kind of just keeps cruising. Well, maybe he's hungry and he's come to bait down here. We're waiting. Just fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed he's going to come out. They usually have come out kind of right behind this tree. They keep kind of coming out right on this little trail right here. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, boom, pops out. Oh boy, there's a bear, he's right there, He kind of circled this cliff a little bit. You'll see, I got footage of all that, but kind of circled that cliff, almost took a shot in here. Said, nope, he's going to come all the way to the bait. Snuck into the bait, boom, dropped him right there. Still kind of moving, boom, boom. 3 shots in that. He hasn't moved. He's still laying right there, down by that bait. So we'll make our way down. We'll check him out. But oh my gosh, I'm so happy that's on film. Man, the hard work on this hunt has just been crazy. Learning so much about bears and coming into an area that we've never hunted bears. Only hunted deer in here. Didn't even think there was going to be any bears in here. And literally, for it to work out on a great big bear like that is so awesome. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to show you guys this. We'll keep you updated. We're going to kind of pack up here, give him a few more minutes, and we'll make our way back down and check him out. But couldn't have worked out any better than that. All right, we've made our way up and around, getting ready to come out on the shelf and walk up on him. So fingers crossed he's actually dead. We'll be safe to make sure. Okay, there he is. All right, I'm assuming he's probably dead. Gotta get down here. Gotta make sure you're filming him. Oh, let me tell you, it's pretty scary when you get to right here. What do you say? Think he's done? Holy smokes, folks. He's a big bear. He's a big, big bear. Holy shit. Oh yeah, he's a nice bear. He's definitely one of the ones I've been after, that's for sure. I guess I don't know that it's a he yet. Probably trying to check. Let me see this. Yeah. Look at those. Holy smokes, folks. Dang.
He's quite large.
Looking back on this hunt, it's very clear to me that everything that took place over the course of a month is everything that Bloodline Hunter represents. This brand was started as something different within the hunting industry, promising to be more relatable, showcasing the everyday hunter that has camo coursing through their blood. We wouldn't have been able to accomplish anything without the support of so many individuals. My wife, for being an absolute rock star at home with our newborn, sending supportive texts in between diaper changes and reminding me that I'd put too much work to not be successful in the end. To my friends who sat in the June heat for long hours spotting out bear after bear just for me to pass in the hopes of shooting the most mature bear on the mountain. Thanks to the DWR for cracking down on hunters illegally harvesting bears near my sites and cracking down and finding out who those individuals were. My family for the exhaustive planning, stress, and commitment to a hunt that wasn't even theirs. For it to all come together with my dad by my side in a canyon that's been hunted by my family for over 50 years truly showcases everything that Bloodline Hunter is about. And lastly, to all of our growing community, I hope this hunt serves as a testament to you that you can absolutely do hard things, new things, or whatever you set your mind to. Anyone can be successful on a hunt with the right preparations, research, and commitment to always doing the right thing. We hope you enjoyed this film and encourage you to like, comment, subscribe, and share all of our content. This is only the beginning of an absolutely incredible lineup of hunts this year, and we thank you.